How much savings do you guys have? Do you guys have a rainy day fund? God forbid something happens, because we know even if you do have healthcare insurance, something happens, you have a deductible, massive deductible, you need to come out of pocket, for your medication, all that good stuff. Okay, how much of you have a rainy day fund that you can depend on, that maybe can sustain your lifestyle for the next 6 months or a year? Not too many. Well, it looks like it. It looks like we're nothing but, credit card crack addicts. And here's another one that blows me away, right? So look what happened to this chart on the right. In 2020, when the government was giving us money, emergency expense, accounts were full, meaning, we're just putting the money in the bank and had some sort of rainy day fund. Look where we are today, people. Look where we are today. So just 63% of Americans are currently able to come up with $2,000 in the event of an unexpected need. $2,000. Think about it. Okay. This is the lowest in the last 10 years. Whereas the chart that I circled with a round red circle, this is going back. It has never been this low. And this kind of coincides with the credit cards, right? Spending habits, right? Okay. This percentage has declined by 9 points since February 2020, according to the New York Fed. This comes as household debt hits record highs, with pandemic-era savings have been depleted. All the savings, all the money we got the government, we blew it again. We blew it again. We put ourselves in a box again. Great. 2.3 trillion of accumulated savings during the pandemic. Trillion with a T. Gone since 2021. See what I mean? This is why things happen to people, and they go like, then they play the victim. Oh, it's not my fault. I'm like, yeah, it is. Maybe you shouldn't go buy a $7 latte every morning on your way to work. How about that? But more importantly, you shouldn't be buying burritos on an installment payment. At the same time, U.S. household debt has risen to a record $18 trillion. Now, that debt, by the way, that includes mortgages and revolving debt. All while CPI inflation has been above 3% for 46 straight months. Yeah. Consumers are struggling. Yes. They are basically paying for their living with credit cards, as we see in the credit card increases. All the wrong things, right? But again, all this is connected to the stock market, right? I trade, I invest. I have to keep ahead of that 3% inflation, which is not 3%, by the way. It's 6 to 7%. The debasing of the currency that has happened in this country is 6 or 7%. You're losing buying power to the tune of 6 or 7% in this country every year, every single year. The $100 bill you had 6, 7 years ago is worth nothing today. There's no question about that. So now you turn to plastic. Okay, well, that's done. Now what? Now you're paying 30, 35, 40% interest on those things you bought that you didn't need. Now what? Now you slow it down. Now you tighten the belts, hopefully, and you guys learn. Because we had a great chance during the pandemic to get this country into more of a savings mode, which we did for about a year. And all the money that the government printed and put out into the communities, to the tune of $7 trillion, and 2-3 trillion went into the consumer, right? Most of it went to the corporate side. What happened? Gone. I don't know. I don't know what to say. So again, debt is good. Credit is good, used wisely. If it's going to produce you something, if it's going to help you with inflation, if you're using debt to just buy things you don't need because you just love buying stuff, it's not good.